What's goodies in the hoodies? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your watch hours. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. This is a tarot reading for the zodiac, elemental, Gemini, elemental, air. This will be for your sun, planets, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or your Mars, as well as if rising is not a planet, as well as if you have any Capricorn inside of your charts. And if you are gangsta, be sure to check out every video. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me today. Once again, let's get this started with some rock and roll. I'm gonna call out 4 lyrics for the zodiac Gemini, elemental air. Okay. Come back strong with 50 belly dancers. Somebody save me. I don't care how you do it. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. Dude looks like a lady. Homelessness. Okay. Before I jump into that, as you can see, there's a firestorm across the whole entire nation of homelessness. If you haven't known, I hadn't known there was so much out here until I had went out there and drove out there myself. And during this time, I seen a lot of homelessness, and there's a few pages on YouTube that share homeless videos. Not, to my knowledge, I know Lost in Phoenix, Invisible People is huge. There is other YouTube and platforms that do showcase homelessness, people, and their stories online. This is serious. Yes. I'm not an AKA. But here. Last time I had talked in a way that wasn't normal. I had a Sadhguru accent. I mean, it was my accent, but I had been watching a lot of Sadhguru voices during that time, and I did this for about like 3 weeks on my other YouTube channel before I left, before I was drowning in the purple lights. Before that happened, and I got a lot of dislikes. It was like 400 dislikes, 23 likes. And I wanted to make it known that there is a lot that is happening in this nation. It is hysterical what is going on, okay? It can be hysterical what is going on. So, excuse me if I am not on beat to your liking, okay? But I'm letting you know now because we are all, you and I, discovering together, right? I won't go down with myself, but I go down with my friend. That was my black vernacular that I was using during that time. It was nothing against anybody, okay? Before I was sent to the mental hospital for the second time, where I stayed there for 4 months, what happened was that my nephew, I almost said my son, my nephew, Aspen, and I, we have a very close bond, okay? He fights the battles in this house beside me at this war. Because inside of this house that I live in, you and I, Aspen and I, live with 3 face jerks. One of them being his mother, one of them being his little brother, and another one being his grandmother, who is my mother, and his mother is my sister, and her son is my nephew. But we live with these unsuspectable jerks, and we try our best to make the best of our environment. Before I was sent to the mental hospital the second time, had to stay there 4 nights. What happened was that him and I would watch these Netflix movies. We even had an opportunity to cook together. And I thought that was a really beautiful moment that we shared because of that connection of being in the home. And I love me a good gourmet food like the Zodiac Cancer Elemental Water that I am about to do after this one. Okay, my statements before I get into my statements, let's talk about the Mayan prophecy. I want to get into some tarot cards too here. I will be pulling tarot cards from the occult tarot. How can we possibly embrace our truest self if we never stir into the dark? The Mayan prophecy is the 2012. The Mayan prophecy that the Mayans had made was the moments where they wanted to announce that, the human body, our vessels, our spirits, you and I, on my side of the war, not Carl, gets into that, but our spirits is forming our superpowers, our evolution, our decision making, more knowledge is coming up to surface. And the Mayans celebrates this with four prophecies that they have made starting in the year of 1999. And each prophecy that they've made lasts for 13 years. Tui, how did you get down there? This is from the Little Shop of Horrors. Tarot readings that I did. I talk more about superpowers. Myself, me, myself, and I, you and I. There are many superpowers that I have had the ability to witness. I realized that I could fly, telekinesis. One of my darkest wishes came true across America. My Kundalini energy, activating it more. Okay, teleporting. Okay, so the Mayan prophecy: 6 of Swords, seer, number 70. Travels the world over in an instant and brings anything anywhere, gives the truth about thefts and hidden treasures, willing to do anything one commands. This reminds me of my nephew and I relationship because he leaves signs around for me and we communicates in any possible way that we can as much as possible with what we have. Because it's not a great environment to live in, but we try to make the best because Aspen and I are living here together. Yeah, homelessness is wild. There was this one time, okay, somebody tried to take money out of my bank account. I feel like it was during that time Aspen and I were cooking eggs together, but I don't remember. I really don't remember the dates. And I had this done to me in college as well. And I knew exactly what they were about to do at one moment because they asked for my bank information and all of that. So I was like, wait. So I hurried up and closed out all of my accounts. And then I told those people the day that they were going to die. And because I remember when someone stole my money in college and I was so devastated. I was so devastated. Okay. Okay. Like the zodiac air elements, Gemini, I believe in learning and conversation. Ah, I do. Por ejemplo, learning a new language, a new foreign language. Por ejemplo, I value ideas and inspirational words, unlike my opponent, Carl. I agree with the zodiac sign of Gemini idea to frame a reality through exploration of thoughts of the greatest minds in history. You and I, not Carl, are lifted by finding our paths through profound languages, literature, and oratory. My criterion: I have been out here wasting hecka time. XO time is the only time invested. My contention, my personal contention, is that through the invisible, I realize that I am made of something that is bigger than myself. Let's get some tarot cards out here for Carl. What's the T tarot deck? Need to know what is going on? Then let's get the T on your situation. Okay, one moment. Unfazed, kissing a W double S, karmic friends, carless. No, okay. Unfazed. Oh, one more. Hustling. I feel like Adrian was unfazed. At one point, Carl, what he did was try to kiss a double S to Adrian, but Carl had a different belief than Adrian. Adrian believes in the make believe. Carl believes in something that really does not exist. Okay, karmic friends, hustling. Okay, so Carl had a lot of karmic friends here, hustling here. Making it rain, focused on money, getting it. What we gonna do? Hustle, 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 hard, cardless, no card, repo, card issues. Now, how the heck? No! Oh, it's still on! Now, how the heck could anybody afford $1 billion to be in that banker when there are people who are florists out here? I'm not saying that's a bad job, I'm just saying the pay. Or whatever it is, or just the pay in general. We are not getting money at all. Homelessness exists. But in this way, let's talk about Carl. Let's talk more about Carl. Cyberbully. Creativity. Okay, so Carl here was in this way where he has a few major scenes with the main character Adrian here. There is this one time where he almost bullies Adrian for having these make-believe thoughts. He tells Adrian, well, it's nothing we can do. This is just reality, boy, to that extent. But Adrian has believed that with the reality they were given, they could have done more. But they hadn't. Carl, my opponent, did not do more. let's pull some tarot cards out here from Loving Words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue. Book Matthew chapter 5 verse 36. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Book John chapter 13 verse 34. Love one another as I have loved you. So in the situation with Carl, when Adrian broke the news that Dr. Setznam had not been picked up, which means Dr. Setznam did not survive. We'll talk about that character later. And all Carl could say was, well, that's just reality, boy. I don't know why you're making this big, everlasting speech about it. So gloomy. Book Matthew chapter 17 verse 20. If you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto the mountain, remove hence to yonder, and it shall be removed. Book Luke chapter 12 verse 32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Book John chapter 20 verses 21. Peace be unto you, as my Father hath sent me. Ooh. Aspen, he gives me these little gifts too. He'll leave like little gifts in my room. I know he doesn't have money. It's so long. Okay, but he'll leave little gifts in my room too. It's just our way of communicating. He's a Pisces, but he is a deacon too. His birthday is right after mine. If it wasn't for leap year, it would be right after mine too. Because his is March the 1st, and mine is February 28th. Oh. Did Carl use love to wash away the bad? No. Does Carl care that humans exist? No. Okay. Yes. Okay. No, not yes. No. Carl. To close out this reading, I will be closing this out with a prayer using a finger labyrinth. But I do not have a finger labyrinth, so I will be using my powers to transport the finger labyrinth to me. Dear God, thank you for friendships, for love, for courage. Thank you for peace. Thank you for my friends who show up. You and I need you. In your name I pray. Amen. No, just showing up is totally fine. No matter what anybody else has to say. What did Pink say? Pink. Don't ever think that you are not perfect. You are perfect to me. Okay. Thank you all so much. Please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for the watch hours. A titular.